If you stutter, you probably know what social anxiety feels like. The feeling that other people are going to laugh, judge, or criticize you because of your stutter or because of the way you speak. But here's the truth, social anxiety does not mean you're weak. It just means that you've built up your guard over many months and many years for fear of being judged. But the good news is you can do something about it. You can rewire your brain to develop real confidence when you speak and not be bothered by that social anxiety anymore and start enjoying social situations once again. And that's why today I want to share powerful tips to help you overcome your social anxiety so you can start speaking with ease and more freedom, especially in social situations. Let's dive in. Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Dr. McCool. I'm a person who stutters for many years and run a free online platform which you're okay to join. Link is in the description below. The platform is Stutter-Connect, where people who stutter from around the world can speak with one another, practicing speaking while sharing tips and tricks to overcome their stutter and to navigate living life with a stutter. Having a stutter, I remember dreading social situations. I remember that I couldn't show my true personality because of my stutter. I could never keep up with other people. I could miss punchlines and the joke just fell straight on its face. Stuttering affected my relationships years ago, and it caused me to always be on guard, especially in social situations, for fear of being laughed at, persecuted, or judged by another person. But to this day, I've overcome my social anxiety. I really enjoy social situations once again because I have control and I have freedom over the shackles of my stutter, and I have worked on myself and overcoming my social anxiety. And I know the fact that you can also. And that is why I've created this video, as you do not have to suffer anymore. You do not have to avoid any social situations anymore. The first thing we need to do is understand the source of the social anxiety. It all stems with previous negative life experiences, especially in school, of being laughed at, being mocked because of your stutter, and you're afraid that people will do that once again, and you're always on guard. You're afraid of being different, you're afraid of being cast out as a black sheep, as being different from the crowd, as being not accepted by the social group. But understand this, it does not matter how you speak, it matters what you say rather than how you say it. Once you start to understand this, this is your first step to overcoming this. As I have seen too many people with a stutter would prefer look stupid rather than get caught stuttering. The second thing I would advise is to challenge your negative thoughts, your negative self-talk. Your mind might say, what if they laugh at me? What if they judge me because of my stutter? What if they think I'm stupid or weird? Really challenge these thoughts. How true are these thoughts really? Will the person really laugh? Will the person really judge you? Will the person really mock you? Probably not. And if they do, they're not worth your time. The next thing that I advise is to focus outward on the other person. Too many people who stutter and who suffer with social anxiety are obsessed with themselves, are worried about themselves, how they look, how they sound, how they're being perceived by everyone else. To overcome this social anxiety, you have to look at other people. Truly listen to what they're saying, truly look at them and judge them and think about the other person, what they're talking about, what their interests are. Follow their conversation, as real communication stems from the other person. Put yourself in the other person's shoes and get out of your own shoes. This will help your social anxiety. This will also help you be a better communicator, be more charismatic, and you will fare better in social situations once you focus on the other person. The next thing I'd advise is gradual exposure, as avoiding these social situations or situations which cause you anxiety only makes the anxiety worse. I want you to write down your hierarchy of anxiety from the least anxiety inducing situation to the most anxious inducing situations and rate them on a scale of 1 to 10. I want you to start gradually exposing yourself to the lower level anxiety inducing situations, and you need to get comfortable and sit with this anxiety and realize The anxiety is okay. It's okay to be anxious, but sit with it. Don't run from the anxiety. Run towards the anxiety, embrace the anxiety, feel the anxiety, and move on to the next more fearful situation after that. But you need to gradually expose yourself consistently over a long period of time. The next thing I would advise is to calm the body and calm the mind. You can do this by getting the basics in your life right, by eating well, by sleeping at least 7 to 9 hours, by avoiding alcohol or drugs, by practicing mindfulness, by journaling your negative, anxious thoughts onto a page and reading them back to yourself. You can practice physiological sigh breathing, a double nasal inhalation, and a longer sigh mouth exhalation. You can look this up online. Physiological sigh breathing. This will help to regulate your CO2 levels and regulate your blood pH, which in turn will help your anxiety. And it only takes a few seconds to do. And you should regularly do this before any anxiety inducing event, which can ground you, which can reduce your heart rate and reduce your sympathetic nervous system and help you deal better and help you perform better when under anxiety. The next thing I would advise is to practice self-compassion. Once we fail in a social situation or with our speech, we beat ourselves up. The negative self-talk starts and the loop worsens. Negative self-talk, worsening anxiety, worsening fear, more avoidance, and the cycle continues. Watch your negative self-talk. Have some compassion for yourself. Congratulate yourself for having tried, for having made the effort to challenge yourself in a social situation or challenge yourself saying the words that you're afraid to say. Progress over perfection. Things might not always go to plan, but reward yourself by just having tried. And the last thing that I would advise is to find a supportive community. And you can do that for free by joining Stutter-Connect. Link is in the description below, where you can practice speaking with other people who stutter from around the world, who know what you're going through, who also suffer with social anxiety, who also going through the journey that you're going through and trying to navigate their life from around the world while having a stutter and anxiety. Link is in the description below. Remember, the real cure for anxiety is to face the anxiety, not to run. Face the anxiety head on, sit with the anxiety. As the longer you sit with your anxiety, it causes habituation. Your body gets used to the anxiety-inducing situation, and eventually the anxiety-inducing situation is no longer anxiety-inducing. But the real cure is having the courage to face what you're afraid to do. If you do not face what you're afraid to do, the anxiety will never go away. It will be there for years. So if you want to make an investment in your future with your stutter and anxiety today, is to have the courage to face something today which you're afraid to do. No matter how big, no matter how small, progress over perfection, and do this consistently over a long period of time and watch your stutter improve, watch the control over your stutter improve, and watch you start enjoying socializing once again with your family or your friends at a party, at a Christmas party, at a Halloween party, and start enjoying yourself once again. As a key part of being a human being is having a supportive social group which you feel part of, as isolation and stuttering isolation will adversely affect your mental health. So invest in your future today. I've got an online course, Living Your Best Life with a Stutter. Link is in the description below. I also do online coaching. Link is in the description. The first session is free to see if you're a good fit for my one-on-one stuttering coaching. And if you like this video, give it a like, share it with a friend who stutters and or has social anxiety. Comment below what has helped your social anxiety. What has helped your stutter? What do you agree with in this video? What do you disagree with? I want to hear a discussion in the comments. And I always say this at the very end of a video. Remember, if I can do it, you can also do it. It's just a matter of starting today consistently over a long period of time. Best of luck, everybody.